Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Championship Sunday here live from London. What a day it's been so far. What a fantastic game that was. Amazingly casted, I might add. So entertaining until that last map. Did a stimulate run away with that one. DZ, they looked so good in the first map, but the energy just dropped immediately as soon as Dam got going.
Yeah, it definitely did. So you could see from the first map. So I know you was watching it and you was enjoying yourself. And you see Porsches and RMJ for DZ, they were on fire. Both of the pair of them were absolutely just running amok. And then, don't get me wrong, RMG carried it on for the next two maps. But I feel like Porsches, I feel like he's burnt himself out in that first map. And everything he seemed to be getting away with, nothing seemed to be working for him. And he tried to change it around and he just couldn't seem to get anything going. And then it just seemed that the momentum was that the Stimulate team was able to take from the first map win that they got. It's just rode it through Harbour, and they was just starting to win every gunfight, every single little trade, every micro play that they was doing was just working. And it's just, I feel like DZ just ran out of answers come towards the end.
Yeah, I think that might have come down maybe to a little bit of lack of experience there as well, because they're so individually talented, but there was a clear decline in the shotgun battles and whatnot from that side. But nonetheless, we won't go into too much detail with that. We have a fantastic game up next, Fable versus eRa, and we were just discussing that a little bit just before. Fable have never lost to eRa on LAN. Can't be too sure about the 2Ks, but this is the one game that I know Jack Reaction will want to win.
Yep.
Can't wait to get this one started. I believe that we have the picks and bans ready to go through. What have we got? Well, we've got a ban straight away from Fable on Harbour. A ban on Foundation from eRa. An interesting one. I thought we'd have seen a Reclaimed or a Dam ban coming out there, given how good Fable are, especially on Dam. That's an odd one, actually. Maybe a little bit, bit of a game plan here for eRa. Fable went ahead and actually picked Lift. Odd for me as well, because eRa performed really well on that given map. Only lost by 2 rounds in that 2K last weekend.
Yes.
On the final map. Reclaimed is the pick from eRa. Gotta have to have Crimsons and Marsh really going off in these team fights. I think that's the crucial component as well, really to challenge Fable with their amazing shotguns.
No doubt.
Ban on Impact from Fable. Not too surprised there. Forge Blitz banned out by eRa. And Dam will be the last map, which you've got to give it to Fable if it does go to that one.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Just watching them on Dam yesterday against DZ, then you just seen it, even though they seem to be struggling throughout the whole series itself. It seems like they couldn't actually get things going, but especially when it came to Dam, they seem to know what they were doing a little bit more. But like you mentioned with the Foundation ban now. Yeah, that is a little bit of an interest, and maybe they just don't feel as confident against this Fable team, and they just, they just want to scrap it completely.
Yeah, perhaps picks and bans more based on how they're feeling about the map themselves, rather than what their opponent's like. Maybe just stick to their own game plan and perform as they usually do against other teams. The question is, for me, the big one, Callum, is who is going to show up. We've discussed it already in great detail yesterday. Fable and eRa, they look shaky. It's safe to say, shaky.
Absolutely.
eRa, of course, dropped a map to the team that just won the previous Stimulate. They lost quite convincingly as well. 7-2, I believe the score was. And we were talking about Reaction might have had a headset issue.
Yes.
Not too sure, can't confirm exactly. But yeah, it's safe to say both these two teams need to show up. First match of the day. And they really need to get their shotguns on point very quickly. We know how emotional both teams can be. Fable in the pro circuit, they've lost games perhaps they shouldn't have. And of course eRa, Reaction, that rivalry with the players in the opposing team. Crimson's, Marsh, fairly inexperienced, Incisive especially inexperienced, and Ash as well. Really, every single person on both rosters needs to be on point, and here they are on our screen.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see players, they're warming their hands up. They haven't played today, so it's what time are we at now? It's about 1:30. So yeah, look at me, see them warming their hands up, and basically they just need to do everything they can do to get themselves ready. A person that a lot of people won't know is they will know him, but they might not recognise his face. They may start to do so though with the runs that he's been on the moment. It's Incisive, so he's the one that you can see in the middle there with the New York hat on. So you have a young kid coming through, and do you know what I really like? And it was something that the EU Gears was stuck for so long. Back when I was playing, we were stuck in the same rut. They would not pick up new players. It was consistent bunch of players that you'd recycle through, and it would happen on an endless basis. Now, This eRa team is the exact opposite of that. So, Incisive, Crimson, and Marsh. Okay, so you go back to Gears of War 3, and you couldn't tell me who they were.
Exactly, 100%. And Crimson's is one of these players who's been around for a fairly long time, you know. Likewise with Incisive, but especially Crimson's, he's been scrimming for a long time amongst the same community. But it was only in Gears 4 that he came into his own, and many players give him massive respect with his power weapon play. Some people believe he's even the best on the team. That's a strong statement when you have the likes of Reaction and former Epsilon member, now Fable, Ash, there. And honestly, Crimson's and Marsh, these are the two players that I'm going to be staring at throughout this match. If they can bring their amazing shotgun capability, that hard-hitting Marsh with the doubles, the triples on these maps, it's going to be absolutely crucial. And I think if Fable continuously win these opening team fights, I think their experience together, their teamwork, their cohesion could get the better of eRa. And we know how Reaction is as well. He's a very vocal in-game leader.
Absolutely.
And if they start losing a few rounds in a row, that might not help them.
Tempers start boiling because like you say, he's a good in-game leader. But when when things are going right, they go absolutely brilliant, absolutely perfect. When things start going wrong, he does struggle with his temper. He does get very heated. Sometimes he will start to pinpoint the blame on a certain person. I'm just hoping he's been able to mature a little bit more and he's able to actually just not pass that on. It's also a massive rivalry as well. So if you go back to the start of Season 1, so before the first LAN event was actually, before Columbus, the first one in Season 1, Jack was actually on this Fable team. So not the exact team, it was Jack, Crazed, Phelpsy, Hydrone, and it was Ash, wasn't it?
Yep.
And then they ended up dropping, no, I don't think it was, no, it wasn't Ash, it was, where am I going, who is it? I genuinely can't remember, but I know these two were on this team. Ash was on this team. It is a massive rivalry. They haven't actually beaten them yet. I'm just hoping with this, I want to see with this new pickup of Incisive, who I haven't actually had the pleasure of actually seeing too much of. I've seen a little bit, and what I have seen, I have been really impressed with him. Is he going to be able to stand up to the likes of, like you say, your Phelpsy, who absolutely all-star. He's actually incredible at this game. You're crazy. When he's actually on form, he's absolutely ridiculous. You got your star home hill player, if you will. You Mr. Consistent in Sam. Hydrone is just a bit of everything. He's always there when you need him. He's reliable. And Jay, the gentleman that came into this team when they actually replaced Ash in the end, and he's a lot of people thought it might have been questionable, but absolutely not anymore.
No, for sure. A big component in the team. Of Fable just slid right in, and people don't question that anymore. We just know J Rage is in that team. He's not a scapegoat. No one mentions him as, should he be in the team? Should he not? No one ever mentions that. Not a single person in the community. And just going back to Gears 3, right? Just to stress this personal rivalry a little bit more. Reaction used to play with Phelpsy and Craze all the time, like GBs, tournaments towards the end of Gears of War 3's life cycle. Reaction was maybe not their mentor, but kind of the experienced player playing with these new up-and-coming talent.
Absolutely.
And these days, it's just a massive personal rivalry. Now, whether that will help Reaction and even give them the energy, the drive. Of course, Ash, formerly of Epsilon, he was dropped not long ago now. Will this give them the energy? Will it give them the fire to really take on Fable, win those crucial team fights, continue to perform through the round losses, or will it be the opposite end? Will the pendulum swing the other way and really cost them and break them down mentally? That's the crucial thing for me. And I think the first map is going to be very telling as to which way that's going to come out.
No, yeah, absolutely. And as we can see on our screen at the moment, we are loading into the map. So all the waiting, all the anticipation is actually gone. This is actually where it comes in. Don't I expect it to start off slow? That's what I'm expecting. Who knows? It may actually just throw it out the window and just go, you know what, boom, straight in. But I'm expecting a slow start. But I'm hoping that we are able to actually get this going. So just want to play back and I want to look at some of the players. So Phelpsy, I know yesterday, when I was casting with you yesterday, I said that I believe that Liam God was the best player on the game. Now you thought that was a bold statement. But every single time I've watched Phelpsy, I can't actually not think otherwise. I can't actually, not the game, sorry, in Europe. I can't actually think otherwise. Everything he does just seems amazing. He doesn't get enough credit for how individually skilled he is. Because he's not maybe as flashy, as, if you will, as maybe somebody newer like Crimson's and Marsh, but everything he does, he's awesome. He actually is amazing.
Agreed, 100%. And just to echo Crazed as well, many thought Crazed is kind of like the best player in this duo back at UE with that sniping ability. But since the start of Gears 4, for me, Phelpsy has always been the one who's the most consistent in terms of kills. Yes, Crazed is extremely consistent in himself. You know, top 5 in EU for sure in terms of like consistency with the numbers and the kills. But it's always Phelpsy who seems to be pushing the team on a little bit more with the most crucial kills, the most impactful plays on those initials. And I even stress this playing against Optic Gaming when Fable played them plenty of times. I remember back in Columbus Open, Foundation reclaimed Crazed, especially Phelpsy, causing havoc to Optic Gaming in the initials, which really, you know, woke up Optic Gaming and said they had to start playing a bit more.
That's a change, didn't they?
With the engine into the next year for sure. But another little rivalry actually, or it's going to be established rivalry soon perhaps, is Sammy and Reaction. Reaction's moved to home hill, of course. Does like it there, but Sammy, he would be in my EU dream team just because of how effective he is on the home hill. He always seems to be in the right position. If he needs to be passive, he can do that well. If he needs to be aggressive, his shotgun is strong, consistent, usually playing for that damage. And Reaction, you know, who else do you want in a 1v1? Reaction with his experience in these long, drawn-out 1v1s, where mind games might come into it. Reaction can be a true titan.
Absolute testament to him, isn't it? He's been around for so long and he's able to just keep going and play at this top level.
Going into left Wardles, I mentioned Sammy as the home hill player for Fable, but we've seen Phelpsy actually play against Reaction on this particular map. And that is probably the biggest head-to-head I could think of, actually, when you think about that personal rivalry. We'll have to keep a close eye on those two players to actually see where they play. But let's see, can eRa take it to Fable, the favourites to win this event, no doubt. First seed versus fourth seed. But many would argue this is a top 3 game. Whoever wins this, ladies and gents, will be playing Supremacy in the next round. And it looks like it's going to be a simple base strat for both teams, 3v2 on either side of the map.
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't actually believe how excited I am for this game. And we are kicking off with Crimson's, the man that Toby just said, that possibly the best player on this team. I've actually heard Jack Reaction himself say that. And as we're going on, Incisive, the young kid, the newest star of this team, has been able to get the first kill. And now Crimson's is there putting the pressure onto I believe that is Hydrone, but now Crazed and Phelpsy have both picked up a kill on Marsh and Reaction, but Crimson has been able to clean up, and he's now putting pressure onto Crazed, so he's going to do all he can now to just defend this B hill while he gets the reinforcements from his team.
So Red looks like Fable have the advantage at B, but Crimson's will need to slow down, although speed up at this point in time. J Rage, great shots from him and his teammate. Marsh is coming in, great shot. Can he get this 2v1 though? Crazed forced to back off just for the time being. Seems like the triple cap threat is over. Hydron and Crazed. So Red, nice pistol from Crazed. Fantastic stuff. Only one more bullet, or one less bullet, would have kept Marsh alive and Crazed fallen.
No, I would say some really good team fire there, and an absolutely extraordinary pistol. Every bullet in the edge just then. And it's, yeah, Crimson's been able to clean up Crazed, who was actually crossed down from the middle area by Ash, so some good team fire coming in from him. And they've now come to a little bit of a stalemate, a little bit of a scare maybe there for eRa, who nearly got triple capped, and it was a good play to actually keep them in the game. But now it's literally set up now with an eRa 2 cap. They are 20 odd points behind, but I'm sure they will be able to get that back. But Incisive falls, and now Marsh has fallen as well, and the hill has been changed over, and it's now in control of Fable.
Hydron picks up a kill on Reaction, meanwhile, on the other end of the map. Look at the caps, there's going to be a triple cap linking very soon. Crimson's might have to jump over this and join into a shotgun barrel. No, the shots are missed though, and Phelpsy takes advantage. The first round will go to Fable. A little bit back and forth over at that B hill, but, you know, Fable, they played it well whenever we were spectating them.
No, absolutely, they did. They have played it well, and just quickly then, just before we are loading into the next round, so that was a pretty clean-cut round there. They nearly got a 3 cap earlier on in the round. They was able to secure it later. Just want to get, if we're able to just do it really quickly, who do you think is going to take this? And
yeah, we haven't actually discussed predictions just yet. I think Fable will take this. Okay, I think they'll take their match, and I think they'll take this map. I really do want to see it to go to a 2-1, but you never know. The impact plays of eRa might come through, and look at this. Drop shot has been placed down over a platform next to the B hill. We were questioning why the pick of Liff from Fable. It was very odd indeed. And here is a drop shot placed down. Strategies from both teams evident already coming into fruition here. A massive rivalry crazed on board with him. Great bounce in the Crimsons, catching him out. Ash gets the kill. Meanwhile, elsewhere on J Rage, but it's surely a pickup of this drop shot. Now, Incisive left on his lonesome here. He should fall. It should be a 2v1 in reaction. Left elsewhere at A.
Do you know what? I really want to see Craze step up today, because after watching him yesterday when they were playing against EZ, RMG had his number, especially on reclaimed, had his number. Now, that's not the Craze that I'm used to actually spectating. I'm not used to seeing. I'm used to him being the one pressing the buttons. I'm used to seeing him the one who's dominating his opponent on the front spawn. Now, he's just walked up there and he's absolutely bodies his opposition there. Phelps is going fantastic. He's got himself 2 clean kills as well. And it's now, again, it's Fable in control again. Ooh. And it's a headshot with the drop shot, sorry.
Hydro's doing amazingly. That's all the drop shots gone, but he's got a double kill nonetheless. Ash trying to make his way through with the triple caps blinking once again, and Fable, they seem to have the opposing team's number as of right now. Ash stuck in his corner. Oh, that's a mismantle. He will get dropped. But no, J-Rage takes out his teammate. Is that the ticket for reaction to walk through? Does get the kill on J-Rage. Is a crucial 2v2 shotgun. Marsh gets the better of Sammy, and this should be a 2v1 now, unless Phelpsy has something to say about that.
Yes, and he does have something to say about that. He's done really well to take out Marsh there, but unfortunately he was full red doing so. Like you said, there is a rotation over towards the B hill, but Craze does have the height advantage there. There is 3 members there for Fable, and Jack has been caught out there and he's going to be punished. He's got Crimson's with him, but Rage is down as well, so Rage is not going to be able to be picked up. So it's now moved to a 3v2, but still they are in a good position. Hydro's been able to take out one. Sam's been able to take out the other, but unfortunately Sam and Craze have both fallen, and it's just left with Hydro and over in a 3v1 over at this B area.
Got to give it to eRa so far. Fable might be in the lead. They might have got the power weapon and won the initial, but these rotations from this team have been excellent. And actually staying alive against, you know, arguably the best team in Europe against a drop shot. Fantastic stuff. Phelpsy on board with him, looking to see if he can get Ash. What a kill. Crimson's Lancer was a little bit too strong for Phelpsy to do much, but he still managed to find a kill in the end. Keep a close eye on that score. Fable should be able to take this round. If they play it slow, it looks like they're challenging B2.
Absolutely, and it's some great play there by Phelps. He had no right to get that kill, and he's just absolutely world-starred him. And then he's done what a lot of players wouldn't have done. Now he's seen that there's a hill available for him to get, but he hasn't actually moved for it. Fantastic play by Reaction there. But he's actually kept his cool and he's not moved for it, so very well done. And you can see now there is a fight going on over towards the home hill of eRa. J-Rage's been able to take out Marsh. Can he take out Incisive as well? It's going to be quite a big kill for him here.
There we go, the lance comes through, triple cap is blinking, Reaction has that drop shot on hand, it will go through somehow. eRa get the power weapon, they keep rotating, they keep getting these kills, and they find a round despite Fable arguably controlling that for the majority of the time. Reactionary play from eRa, solid stuff, and just check out the kills there at the top. Reaction and 10 kills after 2 rounds.
Absolutely, leading by example is what he needs to do against these absolute all-star European teams now. So, like you said, yeah, that was definitely Fable's round. They're probably going to be a little bit upset actually about losing that. They had a good 30, 40-point lead, and then it's just crumbled and bang, one mistake, free cap.
Yeah, when you need to find the kills, Reaction with the drop shot. Crimsons and Marsh flying at you. It's a very scary sight indeed, and Phelpsy just going to elect to place nothing in the control room and block that out. Expect to see more action here at the drop shot. Crimsons and Marsh always leaning towards that platform side, and perhaps we'll check in with Reaction very soon as well to see where he's playing exactly. I believe he'll still be playing home. He's going towards C. Crimsons will be throwing his smoke in to see who is the most aggressive team here.
See, Crimsons versus Craze is the battle that I've been looking forward to watching. And Ash has been taken out by Phelpsy. Incisive has now been caught out in the middle, but he's been able to take out Hydro. Can he take out Rage as well? There we go. The free cap has been stopped temporarily, but unfortunately...
Ooh, shaky stuff.
Crimsons has just unfortunately taken out Incisive, so it's not too much of a... it's not too bad, really, in the situation they're in, but you'd rather the man up.
Yeah, Reaction lost his 1v on home hill. I believe Sammy just looked very aggressive against him there. 2 team kills so far in 2 rounds. Shaky stuff from both teams, but playing well nonetheless. Still on board with Sammy as he still holds C. Or pushes the C hill at least. Marsh gets the drop shot kill in, throws a second one in. That's 3 down. All the players are actually together here for eRa. as J-Rage is left to his own tools and devices, but he will fall. Triple cap, time, surely, unless Craze could do something about it. First shot gone towards him, and that will be it.
Absolutely, yeah. So, yeah, a really good last 2 rounds there from eRa. Absolutely clean and clinical. So you've seen Fable overextending there to try to get the 3 cap themselves. Absolutely backfired, especially when they've got the drop shot in the hands of eRa, and they've just walked over to the other side of the map and got the 3 cap themselves. So not great last 2 rounds there by Fable.
Got to highlight again how unorthodox this drop shot placement is in the first or second round. Really shakes things up, and even Fable, as practiced as they are, they're probably not used to having a drop shot this early on lift, especially on the platform. And you know, it seems to be working for eRa so far. Their rotations have been on point. They're getting the shotgun kills where it matters. Leave reaction in a forced 1v1 at the other side of the map. That makes sense to me.
Of course.
Let's see. Next round, Crimson's first one in. The Lancer straight towards him. Forced to sit back for just a second. Marsh trying to get the reset on the health and the revive, but not right enough, unfortunately. J-Rage, the icebreaker, here finds Ash. You can see the shotgun barrels just going further and further away from the drop shot on the B hill. Craze picks up the drop shot. Sammy and Hydron get some kills on the board. This is looking good for them.
Absolutely, yeah. So good play. Yeah, it's unfortunate on the actual smart, the attempted smart play would have been. But here comes the 3 caps coming in now. So Crimson needs to pull out some magic. Great shot and roll back there from Phelpsy. Hydra been able to clear up the kill, but coming out of spawn now, they have been able to temporarily stop this 3 cap. The reaction, what have you got? Are you able to actually get this stopped?
Yes, he has. There's a 2v1 in front just for the second. Reaction finds that kill. Sammy still lurking in the smoke. Full red. The pistol is through, and surely the break will come through as well. Indeed, it does. Craze and Co still just hanging around this A hill, incisive in no man's land pretty much. Can he help out Marsh? No, that is just perhaps a lapse of communication there, dancing around unsure as to where the players are, while J-Rage lurks over by the A hill.
Absolutely, this is all Fable set up now, so this is a very similar to the second round that they had that they actually lost and was 3 capped on, so a 60-point lead for them now. And you can see B-Hill was being capped. J-Rage maybe overextending his stay a little bit too much there because none of his teammates are around with him. They look like they've rotated off over towards B, but they are funneling on their home hill, so you expect them just to possibly be waiting for J to come off spawn so they're able to make themselves an organised push.
Crimson's red, just for the time being, does return to the safety of the B hill, and you can actually see a lot of the players on both sides stacking up on this home street now. It seems to be the desired strategy to push through. Phelpsy does find the kill on Incisive, trades out. That's really loses Sam, double for him. And that will be another kill in the form of reaction. Tries to flank round, not fruitful in any shape or form. Marsh, can he do the work necessary to keep this round alive? So Red does find the kill, but delayed his death at the very least, stuck in this corner.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic play there, and see how quickly he was able to move there, stopping the angle from the tool shed side of things, and he's done excellent to stay alive. He's kept his team in this round. They are back up with a 2 cap, but they are going to need a 3 cap with now being a good 70 points behind, 60, 70 points behind. So I'm expecting one big final push, and with that drop shot in hand, it's perfect timing.
They have the numbers just for the second. They have the drop shot. They're losing on points. They're going to have to push straight away. Marsh opens things up, finds the kill on Craze. J-Rage is trapped essentially on his side. That is the crucial shotgunning you need to see from Marsh. And Hydron is pushing all the way to B. C-Hill broken. Well, Phelpsy is also over at B as well.
Yeah, so smart play to overextend there. They know that they only need the 1 hill, but it's going to be a push. They're going to be rotating now from eRa are going to be rotating from the C hill over to the A hill, to the B hill, sorry, and it's just going to be a mismatch. Are they going to be able to keep winning with just having 1 hill? That's what I'm expecting, or they're going to be able to get the triple cap in the end.
Reaction first in, drop shot goes through, that's the double. I believe Reaction has fallen as well, but the kills are still coming in. They have broken the hill, they have time. They just need the kills to confirm this. 1 jump over from Hydron, and yet again, eRa are down in points, but they get the triple cap. What a fantastic map so far.
Do you know what they did so well? So you've had Hydron and Phelpsy, okay? They're in trouble at their home. They know it. So what do? They both overextend. They both go to B to stop the 3 cap coming in. Brilliantly done. Now, you had a couple of people coming off spawn. Why is somebody not overextended over to their home hill again to stop that happening? You've still got a 30, 35, 40-point lead. So why is somebody not overextended back over to the C hill to stop this from happening again? Is that maybe a miscommunication, or maybe no one's actually seen it, or they've tried to do the worst thing that I see people doing, is trying to funnel on just one hill, and that's what happens when you do it and it goes wrong.
Perhaps a bit of complacency on their part. I would not ever expect Fable to really funnel up on one hill, even if it was kind of like a double guess, and not to be trapped on the home hill before. Maybe, just maybe, they should have overextended as well as trying their best to fortress up on B, especially when a drop shot is coming out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there's all the reason to overextend. But the ball tops have been placed down. Sammy and Reaction picking those up on home hill. J-Rage once again, the icebreaker, just like Ash before, but Incisive will fall. Can J-Rage clean up the kills here on Crimson's? Yes, he can. That is a triple kill.
Excellent shot.
Marsh is stuck on the side here. That is 4 down. Reaction left on Home Street, stuck in the middle. It should be a pinch, and there we go. Fable are answering back very quickly indeed. A simple triple cap for them. And this game is certainly not over. Fable still just 1 round behind.
Yeah, clinical round there. So fantastic shotgunning from Jay there, getting himself a naughty little triple kill. So he'll be very happy with himself right there. We've got the scores on the doors. Look, we've got Reaction 13 kills, as expected, leading by example now. 3 triple caps in that era I've had. We've had a new weapon drop down, so that is the sniper rifle, and then that has been put on the hill. So I believe that takes at least, is it 27, 28 seconds until that becomes available to the teams?
Very close to that indeed, and the sniper placed up top on Cliff. Reaction, we know how good of a sniper he is, and I do trust him in this 1v1 against Sammy here. But we'll check in with that in just a little bit. We've got to keep a close eye on this man here, J-Rage. Ash is actually playing on the corridor as well. He's already cutting through, trying to see if he can close the gap very quickly. Hydron steps back, gets the Lancer out, keeps Marsh at bay. That's exactly what needs to be done. J-Rage, once again, wins that battle against Ash. That is crucial. They can cut in now. They have the man advantage. Incisive forced to push in. There we go, bottom left. Reaction finds a kill on Sammy, so certainly not over just yet for eRa. They may have lost B. They might be losing Crimson soon as well. But what can Reactions do with this sniper?
Absolutely. So yeah, the sniper in the hands of Jack is absolutely deadly. So it could be anyone on his team either. So I've seen Marsh use it, and he's absolutely ridiculous with it as well. And then you've got Crazed on the other side. So I can see why the weapon's been put down. There's a lot of threat on the map, and say where his team are all lined up now. There's nobody contesting B. He's able to watch over B with that sniper. So very, very risky if Fable are actually going to attempt to go for the B cap, and you can see them now funneling on A.
Big drop shot from Crazed to pretty much end this team fight before it even starts. Reaction, just got to stay alive. Very red, actually caught out a little bit. Backpacks the sniper. Will get dropped as well. That's a sniper gone. That's a numbers lost, most importantly. Incisive just forced to run over to the B hill to see if he can just break that, provide some more stimulus elsewhere to prevent a triple cap. Tries to catch out Sammy. It works perfectly. Ash is there on support with Lancer. Phelpsy with the pistol whack, and actually a double whack of that. Ash does find the kill nonetheless. Triple cap stopped for now. The point situation is not too bad for Team eRa. Just come off respawn. They have time to reset before this next drop shot is up.
Absolutely. So it's only 30 points down, so it's easy for them to come back. So they won off like a 60-point deficit a few rounds before, so they're not going to be too concerned about this. They are going to be wanting to go towards the drop shot, though, so that's an absolute definite. Sniper as well, I can see somebody's already on the hill. Reaction again has got his hands on the sniper, so that's 2 rounds in a row. It's going to get to the point where it's going to be too risky to keep giving him the sniper. You can't just keep allowing him to have the sniper twice in 1 round. And
there they are. Actually, the switch. They've moved Reaction off home hill over to here. Oh, I saw a head. Would have loved to see a headshot right there and then. Oh, a little bit of a flank. Reaction gets caught out. Not going to lead to much, though. 2v1. Hydra nonetheless.
Oh!
That's the second. That's the sniper gone. And an access route now to the drop shot, allowing his team to push through. 5 members down. And what a fantastic start from Hydron here to this map. Double kill from him, and you've got to give the MVP for that round. A free round, if you will, just because of him.
Absolutely. So Jack's been caught with his pants down. Maybe somebody wasn't watching his back, but he was the guy who was there. He was the guy who was supposed to be watching that street there. He then tried to rotate over towards where the drop shot is, obviously, to get a better angle on everything. Ben's just, or Hydron has just snuck up behind him. You'd have expected Crimson to actually take him out after he's missed the shot on Jack, but then he's taken out Crimson's. Jack's not, he's got himself in the best position. He's had to change weapons. He's taken out Jack, and then he's ended up pissing his teammate down. It's all Hydra in that round. Fantastic play.
I think they were very happy with themselves actually getting that sniper and rotating over. They wanted to slow things down behind Hydron. Just ran out of nowhere to stop that in its tracks. see how this one pans out. D, F, and E hills, of course, are upon us. Sniper and drop shot is no longer there, but Crimson's and Marsh once again pushing up to that platform. Just love the passive play from Fable at this point in time. Not giving Crimson's and Marsh an easy job up there, that's for sure. One member down, this reaction, that's going to definitely let Hydron run through Ash. Oh, actually, there is a Lancer through control room, I believe. But too many numbers just to ensure no one is picking up those kills there.
Yeah, absolutely. I like what they did there. So you've seen Hydro's gone down, so you have to send the 2 people in that next time. Otherwise, if he goes down, Jack gets up and he gets, well, Reaction gets up and he gets 2-3 kills. Now, so it's really smart play by them, and Jack's basically baited in. He's been under the sniper twice for free. He thought he was going to get it again. He's been lanced down, and his team's in a really, really sticky situation now. So you've got Ash down, Marsh is down, Incisive's about to die as well. Crimson's is down. Last person alive is Reaction. Is the triple cut coming in? I'm expecting a lot of pressure on this home hill, and Jack's fallen as well.
Yep, yet again, another triple cap, and just a very quick sweep from Fable. It's pretty much what they're known for. Out of nowhere, they can just pull all the shotgun battle victories and force another round. And I have to say it, we had 3 rounds in a row from eRa. 3 rounds in a row now from Fable. Got to keep a close eye on those team camps between the rounds. Keep a close eye on their reactions. No pun intended.
Hey.
We have to have a reaction off reaction each round, eventually, for sure.
No, yeah, absolutely. Now, if you're on eRa and you get 3 rounds in a row, that's great. That puts Jack in a great mood. Now, with Fable getting 3 rounds in a row, how does that is the exact opposite. That's the counteract. How is he going to keep himself composed? And Ash as well. I've mentioned Ash a lot, and he hasn't actually been too active. I think he himself needs to step up, and he probably knows that.
Frag grenades on top of maintenance. The first place one, it seems, every game I've casted this event from the EU teams. Marsh and Crimson's pushed in first. J-Rage, great shots from him, and that's the first down actually on Marsh. 2v1. Crimson shoots and rolls out at the same time just to exit that 2v1 as it's pretty much turning into a 1v. There comes Sammy out of nowhere to ensure he can do the work that's necessary. Incisive will fall.
And that's 4 people down now, and they are coming in for the trip cut. The only person left to save this is Marsh, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get a touch. He's not close enough, and he's not been able to get a touch. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's eRa really struggling to continue going, if it's Fable just waking up and just asserting dominance, because they've looked incredible the last few rounds.
Yeah, that's for sure. And now that we're getting towards that 7-round score limit, you have to ask yourself, are eRa a little bit deflated now? Are they actually considering the fact that they could genuinely lose this first map? Fable will be certainly feeling themselves as well. Question is, weapon placement time. They want to change it up again. They placed a drop shot in the first half. Now it's the boom shot actually over at deck, the opposite end of the map from previous. With those nades being there in the home hills, you expect maybe at least one player to go around that area, go straight for the 1v.
Absolutely.
Curious to see actually who wins that, who comes out on trumps, and that's exactly what's happened there. 4v4 and a 1v1 on the opposite end. Let's see how this boom shot pans out though.
Yeah, let's go. So it's crazy. He's being the aggressor, and unfortunately, he's not been able to take out Ash. Very, very unlucky there. Looks like he just missed a few spreads on that shotgun. But saying that, Marsh is down, Reaction's down, Crimson is down, but Phelpsy and Sam are both fallen as well. It's now Ash in a 2v1 with Incisive, but Rage has been able to take him out. It's now a 1v1 Ash versus Hydrone for this boom shot that's on the floor, but Hydrone's is having no prisoners here, and Ash has been taken out, and he's going to lose his team, the Boomer there.
An upsetting misroll for sure. He caps the E-hill, he gets the boom shot off as well. This is the aggression that Hydrone is known for. That's 2 kills straight away. Pretty much a ticket to a 2v1 if they do chase it, but Crimson's is out of there. He's not having any of it. Phelpsy picking up the nades in the other end, throwing them in onto airfill. This is not looking good for eRa right now.
Oh, absolutely not. They are completely trapped in there. The only thing that is actually looking at for them is how short the spawn timers are at the moment. But even that doesn't look like it's going to be enough. The sheer aggression from Hydrone. He's just gave no respect to Phelpsy, not to Phelpsy, sorry, to Ash. He was on the wrong side of the map. The enemy team was coming from behind him. He ran at him. He's taken him out. He's picked up a boom. He's got 2 kills and he's rotated. And again, Hydrone, 25 kills.
Yeah. J-Rage as well, he's been having an excellent round, an excellent match thus far. 4 kills behind. Just seems as though he always gets these crucial kills, right? And he was actually the reason why Hydron was given a 1v1 at the end there to Ash for that boom shot. Fantastic stuff from both players. No weapon placed over at Crane and Exhaust. Reaction keeping things the same for now, but 6-3 to Fable. I mean, do you think eRa can come back?
If they can get a few rounds on the board, they definitely can, especially because they are. I think we both know they are pretty much a momentum-based team, but it's looking dire for them at the moment. I don't believe they will. I don't think they are going to be able to combat this map.
I have to agree with you there. It is looking bleak indeed. Incisive actually going towards Hydra. I think Reaction has switched to the other side of the map. He wants to get straight into the thick of the action. Here, over at that boom shot, Phelpsy has his way with Ash. Phelpsy has a double as well, crazed with the third kill. But here comes Marsh, he cleans up one kill. Phelpsy stuck on his own, doesn't matter. Goes for the up A. Can he find the double for this boom shot? The stakes are so high. Marsh with a great back A, but isn't able to connect too well. Hydrant there on point to save him. And that's the boom shot in hand, once again, for Fable.
Absolutely, and again, Phelpsy's done really well there to stay alive, keep himself alive. New Hydra was coming over to support him for the kill on Crimson. They've got a free boomer, they've got map control, they've got, they're going to have 2 caps in just a moment. I imagine they're going to be rotating the boomer over towards, maybe towards the enemy home hill, just to get some, well, basically just to start pushing in. But as we speak, and Hydra's been taken out by Reaction. It's like he's trying to pick up this game by the scruff of his neck and carry his team over to victory. But Phelpsy's there, and he's been able to take out Reaction, and he's got himself a good position on this hill with the boom.
Arguably map control. E is captured. They don't need to push up too far. And with that boom shot, looking very comfortable indeed. Reaction just coming off respawn. Things slowing right down. With such a score lead and with position over the E hill and of course the next boom shot, you'd argue Fable are in an extremely strong position now.
Oh, absolutely. Looking at this setup now, there's no way that you think that they can lose. Okay, so Phelpsy still has a boomer. They're going to be waiting for boom on spawn. These guys are making a push across the opposite side of the map because they don't want to be interacting with the boom shot, but they know eventually they are going to have to go over to that east side because they can't just give away the boom shot for free again. But at the moment, the point deficit is just so big that I'm really it's not looking good for them.
Maybe Ash could have got the early revive there before J-Rage came through. That's a crucial kill. Can he find the double?
Oh,
yes, he can. Excellent performance from this individual, making the difference. And look at that. 5 kills on the board. And yet again, another simple triple cap with no answer from eRa. And a little blink at the end as well. Just to add some salt to the wound. As they just finished, ladies and gentlemen, with 6 rounds in a row. Boy, are they in a strong position. 7-3. You know, I thought it'd be a little bit closer there in the first map after those first several rounds. But boy, oh boy, J-Rage and Hydron, have they turned up, along with Phelpsy. Extremely well played from those guys.
Pretty sure that Fable just won 6 rounds on the bounce.
Yeah.
3-1 up for eRa, 7-3. Now that is
heartbreaking, safe to say.
And that is basically staking a claim, really, isn't it?
If that's not a lack of energy, I'm not sure what is. See Reaction, not being aggressive, but it is definitely commenting on the events that just transpired.
No, definitely, and like you mentioned with the Ash pickup, where he stood right next to me, tried to bait Jay to come in, didn't he?
Indeed, yeah.
And it's obviously that's not worked out. He's then killed Reaction on the floor. Jay's then killed Ash as well. So it's just these little things, that everything just seems to be going wrong for them at the moment.
Both teams quite mellow now. There is the score 7-3 if you are just joining us. Reclaim the next map. And this is going to be an odd one. After such a dominant performance from Fable, which has to be put down to individual raw talent from Fable, Reclaim, the team fights, they're not looking good. Honestly, they're not looking good for eRa right now. And lots of questions will be asked at this point. How is Reaction feeling? Is he in a slump? Is he still like really focused on winning? And the rest of the team, are they deflated at this point? Is their match over for them already? We talked about second map syndrome yesterday.
Ooh.
But this is a big one. This is an extremely big map. It's reclaimed both teams. Every single player in this game so experienced in playing this map. Home hills, extremely important. Gonna have to keep a close eye once again on Sammy and Reaction.
Absolutely.
We'll have to wait and see if we see the Crimsons and Marsh duo perform in this team fight. There you see actually Reaction right at the back left on your screens, folks.
Getting more vocal, isn't he?
Much more vocal. Completely ears right now.